Hey y'all, my name is Taquisha. This is Our Freedom Song, and it is such a beautiful morning to be out in the garden, finishing up preparing all of these beds for our fall crops, y'all. I'm so very excited. I want to give you a peek of what we're actually going to be planting. So I brought the plant outside and I actually covered them with a mesh because I don't want all the moths to be laying all of their eggs. Some of them look great. Some of them just look like they should have been planted a long time ago. But we have lots of plants. We have lots of plants out here. I have to get these beds ready so that I can actually put them where they go so they can thrive. So that is what I am working on. I decided that I will go ahead and pull all of the basil here and we'll process it. And then I'm going to take the basil out of this bed, and this is where I'm going to start. I showed you guys the two beds at the end down there, the birdie beds that have some peppers in it. We did harvest all of them, so I need to pull that. I'm also going to pull the basil from the file cabinet planters so that I can plant in there as well. I'm thinking about planting some carrots. Go ahead and plant some carrot seeds in this bed right here because I don't need to cover the carrots because there's no pest that really wants to bother them. And so I can still leave the beautiful flowers and interplant the carrots. And so I might try to do that. It's just so pretty. I do not want to pull those zinnias out, y'all, or the marigolds that have been growing. But I do want to get this file cabinet planter cleaned up, as well as this one. Take all of this beautiful basil out. It's so pretty and it smells amazing. Take that out, get that in the house to get dried. I'm going to dry all of it in the dehydrator. I'm going to have so much freshly dried basil to enjoy. I'm excited about that. So this is going to be a video with me doing all the things. So if you want to see how I prepare, take things out, this is definitely the video for you. If you need some inspiration to get out there into your own garden, this is definitely the video for you. So let's get to it. I need to take all of this squash that we harvested yesterday in the house. The peppers are already in the house. They are about a third gone already because our girls have just been loving all of those fresh peppers. I do want to make some hot sauce, and so we'll see if we have enough peppers left to do that. But that is what I'm planning to do with the peppers. I'm going to be running the dehydrator, like I said, but I have so much basil to process that I don't think I'm going to have extra room for peppers. So I'm going to make something else with the peppers. But I need to get this out of here and in the house so that I can use this wheelbarrow for all of the basil that we are about to have. Okay, so I actually just brought these in the house. I'm thinking that with these dried hard ones that I can use those for seeds, and then these softer, more tender ones I can cook. So if you have any suggestions, what do you do with your koozie? I would love to know. Okay, so now that I have this wheelbarrow empty, we're going to completely fill it with basil. Just look at this beauty sticking out of the fence. So beautiful. And it'll be the first in the wheelbarrow. This one is the lemon. It smells so delicious. So I'm pretty much just still debating how to process that. Like, I can give it a good rinse and then just stick it in the greenhouse. I'm thinking that's what I'll do. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna be roasting some of those squash. Beautiful dahlia. Oh, so pretty. Y'all remember several years ago when Thomas and I made these obelisk for $1? That was a fun project. I say Thomas and I, but it's really Thomas, and then he just let me do the fun part, like screwing stuff in. I didn't have to like measure, which is the part that I don't like. You know what? I think I'm gonna keep this actually open, or I'm gonna put a green stalk here, because things inside these bags really didn't do great in the spring. I didn't have the drip on them, so that's probably why, but I'm just thinking I want something a little different in that middle. I love the grow bags. It's just they didn't really produce much. These moths are going crazy. They're like, what is happening to all of our beautiful flowers? So, I guess some of these zinnias really are spent, so maybe I'll pull them. Once you start pulling stuff, it's like it gets easier to keep pulling stuff. So I have a bed over here that has nothing. These flowers, especially like the marigolds, I'm just trying to transplant them since they have like a few more weeks, at least. Well, this is October, so they have this month to kind of still live and thrive. So I'm just gonna pop them over here to see if they still want to do that. Y'all see, I went from, oh, I'm just gonna leave the beautiful zinnias, to pulling them out. Pulling them out. I guess my thought is I'm already here, you know? I'm already right here doing it. If I leave them and then I plant the carrots, I'm gonna have to come back and get these, you know? That bee is on there. I'm gonna have to come back and do this. So since I'm here, I might as well get this done. Whew, doesn't it feel so much clearer already? Yes, I'm loving it. Look how clear this looks already. Ooh, it's nice. I think I'm gonna go on the outside of the gate to pull that vine down, since it's mostly over here, because this is where the koozie squash was growing out of. It was this bed. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull that vine down, but it is so much better already. Also, I took the grow bags that were right here and I dumped them in the file cabinet planter. There are 4 grow bags, so that's perfect because the file cabinet planters have 4 little sections, and I think I'm going to do the other one over here to top that off. And then I'm just going to put some worm castings in there because I didn't see a bunch of worms. And I'm gonna have to wash my hair, y'all. Ugh. Dang it. I needed to wash my hair anyway. I'm ready for the curls. I go back and forth between fluffy afro and curly afro. My hair is really curly though. I do love it. Almost. Just a little bit. These little Timu lights, y'all, is going strong. These ones, out of all the lights, the small ones did the best. Lasted for, what's 2 years now? That's cool. Yay. Now that things are nice and clean, it's really time to start planting. We got some rain coming in, y'all, so I'm gonna pick up the pace and get these things planted. Okay, I want to give you a good real look at what it looks like out here. Now I'm gonna have to clean all this up, but not right now. I love how clean it looks in the inside with everything. It just feels so fresh, like a brand new fresh start. So I started to put some of these bok choys inside of here because it's about to rain, y'all. And some of them was looking a little droopy, like this one. And I'm like, ugh. Okay. Our little spinaches, I think this is the curly spinach. It did sprout, and so that's exciting. This is pak choy, and then this is the burgundy pak choy. And I have this bed cleaned out. I also am watering some of the bed so that it's nice and moist. And like I said, it seems like we're about to get some rain, so I'm gonna try to plant out this space as fast as possible. First plant is called Purple Magic. I'm so excited about this. I have had the hardest time getting purple broccoli to germinate for me. I don't know why. But this was one of the plants I found at that local plant store, and I'm so excited to plant it. I'm trying to debate like if I should do broccoli and then alternate it with cabbage. I kind of want to do that. When I went into the house for lunch, I did get the butternut squash roasted. I got it roasted, and what I did was I cut it, and after I cut it, I realized that I should cut the smaller, oh, the little baby carrot. I should cut the smaller tip off, and so that's what I did. I cut the smaller tip off, and then I took the seeds out. I got so many seeds, and then I roasted all of the tops together, and I roasted all of the more fatter circly part together so that I could evenly cook. And so I added some olive oil to the tops, and I added some butter to the inside of the butternut squash with the divot, and I roasted it. While I did salt as well as some brown sugar, and then I put it in the oven for 45 minutes, y'all, and it is perfection. And so I have a nice pool of butter inside of there, and what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to use that butter for as a part of the mixture that I'm going to put in the middle of there. Now I've seen some different ones. I had some stuffed butternut squash that was amazing, and it had like dried cranberries, it had quinoa. My family doesn't really care for quinoa like that, so I was thinking about doing like some wild rice, right? Maybe some feta cheese, maybe some beans. That's really yummy. And so I'm gonna whip up something, and that's what we're gonna be having for dinner. And then I'm gonna save the other part to make a butternut squash soup for lunch tomorrow. And so I'm really excited about it. Really, really excited about stuffed butternut squash that was grown in the garden for dinner. Having that for dinner. So that's exciting stuff. Okay, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4. What is that even? 4 broccolis in there, and I feel like I want to interplant some cabbage, and I want to do the same thing on the opposite side. I'm trying not to put it too close to the edge because I've made that mistake, and it's supported better when it's inward, more inward. So it needs about 18 inches. So yeah, I'll just pop one right in the middle of each of these. This variety right here is called the Early Jersey Wakefield. And I'm going to put 1 plant per square inside of here. I'm going to alternate it, and I'm going to plant the purple one in between because that'll be so pretty when they grow. On this other side, inside the file cabinet planter, I'm going to plant the purple one with this Morse heading. So in this bed, this broccoli is called Eiffel, like the Eiffel Tower. I'm excited about that because I'm thinking that it's going to be a very big stalk. And so it says it's a very high dome, and it has a blue-green crown. And so, and it also has few leaves. And so I'm just so curious about this one. And the bed across from it, I decided to put Iron Man. And so this is supposed to be good, have good disease resistance. But I guess we'll see about that. An interesting variety that I grew from seed is a broccoli called the Chinese Kalan. I don't know how the pronunciation is, but I'm excited to see how that's going to be because it's the most exotic, if that's the right word, type of broccoli that I've ever started from seed, and I'm really excited about that one. I don't know where I'm going to put it yet. Okay, so everything on this side is planted out except for the carrot bed. So I still need to clean out this bed as well as this bed so that I'll have at least 2 more spaces to plant. I'm trying to leave the pepper bed a little while longer. I could always plant in the file cabinet planters. I don't know. The only thing I know that I still have some flower bulbs inside of these that are going to pop up starting in probably February. And so I just have to really think about what I need to do with that. But that's what we have coming next to the garden. It's like one section at a time. This bed has so many peppers left on it. Snacky. And so, but we are gonna pull this bed. Yeah, they're just in here chilling.
The greens always blend in.
Yeah, and there's some more on that side over there. There's some more green peppers.
So we need like a basket.
So we're gonna pull this bed right here. We're gonna pull this bed, and we're also gonna pull, because there's a nice red one. We're gonna pull this bed right here and that bed. We're gonna leave these peppers alone, And then we're also going to pull these 2 beds over here. Yes, because we have to pull something. So we're going to pull those 2. It's a baby. It's a baby eggplant. So that's what we're going to do. So that we have space to do this. Because this is going to stay here. Because you see the calyx?
Wait,
they're
that's
growing.
What it was?
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
It's so pretty.
The burgundy stem.
Yeah. So that's what we'll be harvesting. You see the flowers over there?
They're so pretty.
So the flowers drop. And then, okay, I see calyxes, y'all, that's ready. Wait, let me get over here. I do. This is ready. Right here. I'm going to harvest it. Oh. It's our first roselle hibiscus. It's our first roselle hibiscus. Yeah, because there's a seed pod in there. So I'm going to have to come out and harvest some of these. Finally! Yay! I'm so excited. This is our first roselle hibiscus.
Oh, it's red.
It's the stuff that I use for my tea. That's red.
Is that the juice on your finger?
Yeah, that's the juice.
It's like blueberries. It dies.
Yeah, it does.
There's so much of them.
Oh my goodness, y'all. So crazy thing happened. I left the girls to clean out those beds, and there was a copperhead, a baby copperhead in one of them, which is wild. I didn't realize it was baby copperhead season, but it was inside the actual bed. Which is so crazy. And we just found, well, they just found one. So I don't know where the other ones are, but I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And so the beds are officially cleaned out. Let me show you guys. So we have this one over here, and then the one back there, and then the bed that the copperhead was in was this bed right here. Oh, look, they found a squash growing somewhere. These are the things they harvested while they were cleaning out the beds. But the copperhead was in there in this bed right here. That's crazy. And so, yeah, so they cleaned out these 2 beds. And I do have it, like, there's a lot of pine straw around. It really needs to get cleared out. See, that's why I like things to be clear right there. But it was in the bed. But, oh, and this is the Thai green finger little eggplant. So cute. But yes, I feel great. I feel great about this that we have now. Look how low it is. Like, that bed is so low over there. Like, it really needs soil. And oh, soil is the never-ending saga in the garden. So I have a ton of plants underneath this mesh, like I showed you guys, that need to be planted out. And I really need to plant them out in the next several days. So that's where we are. I think I'm going to unfortunately have to go get some soil to put in these beds because they are just really low. These would be fine, but yeah. And I'm gonna have to go get some bagged soil. So I think I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna end this video. Thank you guys so much for joining me in the garden. Until next time, friends.